Hi! Caring for babies can be very stressful and frustrating. Have you experienced being tired at 6 in the evening and then your baby has been crying nonstop for 4 hours now? You've tried everything. You fed your baby, you changed the diaper, you tried rocking your baby, you tried burping him. You tried everything, but nothing seems to help. You feel so frustrated, you don't know what to do. Well, it's time to get to know about colic in babies. Hi, I'm Dr. Kristine Alba Kiat. I'm a board-certified pediatrician, and my mission is to help moms and dads deal with child health issues to better raise happy and healthy kids. Colic in babies. Colic is prolonged, intense crying in a healthy infant. It is so frustrating because whatever you do, nothing seems to help. Well, colic is defined as a healthy infant who cries for more than 3 hours a day, for more than 3 days a week, for more than 3 weeks. It usually starts at 2 weeks of age and peaks at 6 weeks, and it goes away at 12 weeks of age. Colic can be found in both breastfed and bottle-fed babies. Babies usually cry excessively for prolonged periods. Babies are difficult to console and also have disrupted sleep. Colic usually happens at a predictable time, usually in the late afternoon or early evening. So what causes colic? Unfortunately, there is no definite explanation for colic. Most often, what it means that your baby is unusually sensitive to stimulation, or your baby is unable to self-console or regulate his nervous system. What happens is, as your baby matures, this inability to self-console, which is marked by constant crying, will improve. So that's great news. So with time, at around 3 to 4 months of age, colic usually goes away. But for some, it might go away until 6 months of age. Well, sometimes colic may mean that in breastfed babies, they are sensitive to food in mom's diet. And very rarely does it happen that your baby is sensitive to milk protein in formula. Now, what do we do? Well, you can wait it out as it eventually gets better. Or I can teach you 10 things that will help for your baby's colic. Although you simply can wait it out for colic to improve, there are some things that you can do to help your baby. Tip number 1, bring your child to your pediatrician. Your doctor will get the history and physical examination to make sure that your baby's crying is not due to a serious medical condition that would warrant treatment. Number 2, are you breastfeeding? Try eliminating some foods from your diet, such as milk products, caffeine, or gassy foods like onions and cabbage. You can also try eliminating potentially irritating foods. Are you formula feeding? Talk to your pediatrician about switching to a protein hydrolysate formula. It is a more broken down form that is easier for your baby to digest. If your baby's colic is due to food sensitivity, then changing the formula, you would see some changes already in a couple of days. Tip number 4, don't overfeed your baby. This would make him or her uncomfortable. Try to take breaks between feedings, like waiting 2 to 2.5 hours from the start of one feeding to the start of the next feeding. Tip number 5, you may introduce a pacifier. Well, some breastfed babies would actively refuse the pacifier, but in some babies, they would find relief. Just make sure that your breast milk is already established by around 4 weeks before using a pacifier. Tip number 6. Well, you can lay your baby tummy down across your knees and rub his or her back. The pressure on your baby's belly would give him or her some relief. Tip number 7. Try swaddling your baby. Swaddle your baby in a large, thin blanket to help your baby feel secure and warm. This is helpful in your baby's first 4 to 6 weeks. But if your baby is overly active, you can stop swaddling. Tip number 8. Walk your baby in a carrier. The motion and the body contact will reassure your baby even if the discomfort persists. Then tip number 9. Try rocking your baby, or turn on the vacuum cleaner next door, or turn on the fan, or a white noise machine, or the clothes dryer. The motion, the calming sound might help your baby fall asleep. And last tip, whenever you're feeling anxious or frustrated, or when you're close to your breaking point, call a family member or call a friend to watch your baby and get out of the house. Even an hour or 2 away from the baby can help you maintain a positive attitude. Never handle a baby when you're close to your breaking point. And a baby should never be shaken. A shaken baby can lead to blindness, brain damage, or even death. Hey, if you found this video helpful, watch my other videos where I teach you about other child health problems.